I think it's easier to do it with an adult than it is to, because children are impressionable, they're easily influenced. Right. So if I was to ask that question to an adult, then it's easy for me to say, come on, man, you don't need to care about what people think, and start drumming positive affirmations into their head and making them feel good about themselves and help to build that confidence. But with a child, I think it's going to be a little bit harder, especially if they idolize somebody or something.
Especially mentally, like as kids, they haven't mentally like developed.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the brain hasn't developed like as an adult's brain, innit? Nah, cause seriously, I just think of a lot of random stuff, and I feel like, do you know how many, like, you know, I don't know how many geniuses or how many more dope people that would have like around the world if more people stop giving a fuck about what people think and say. I know this is gonna be hard, whatever.
Subconsciously, we all do it. Yeah, we all do it. Sometimes when I'm leaving my house, I'm thinking, you know, if I put on them jeans,
Reality Team TV, red chair.
You get me? If I put my hair like this, what's someone gonna think? We do that all the time, but I hear what you're saying though, because some people make it take over their life. Yeah. That's where it becomes a problem. Yes. But oh my God, I don't care. Listen, you can see me in my dressing gown and my slippers. I don't mind. Listen, I was ready to do this interview on MS Teams with my headscarf on.
I remember you saying that,
Diaries.
I remember you saying that, I'm saying, I did the real life thing.
This is my live thing. I mean, from you're in London, let's MS Teams this.
Because also, it's looking so far for you, like.
To be fair, for me, it's really looking good. For my community, it's looking bleak. Because one thing that keeps going around in my head is this adultification thing and that child Q case. Yeah. Like that.
What's that? In case
adultification is when, it's amongst when usually black girls are treated as adults. So I don't know if you heard about the child Q case where the girl was suspected of carrying weed, so they strip searched her in the school. That's just me telling the story in the basic form. So it's about basically... Yeah, it's about treating our young black girls as if they were adults. And the more you read on it, it's something that's been going on for years, especially in America. Because it is adultification, actually, an American term. And it's this buzzword now that keeps flying around, and I'm thinking, wow, now we've got another issue that we've got to tackle. Like, when does it stop? We just got over George Floyd and the BLM movement and the Me Too movement with R. Kelly and all that crap with the system.
It's like one thing after another.
It
just seems like one thing after another.
And then why does it always seem to be our young black females or black or females that come from a ethnic minority? Like, something's not right. The system needs to be rejigged.
Honestly.
So in terms of things like that, there's a lot of work to do within our community and within society as a whole.
In general,
So I'm starting to incorporate that into my work as well, things like adultification and things like that. So hopefully, with that being said, the year 2023 should start to look a bit better. Now that voices are being heard, hopefully, fingers crossed. I think a person who cares about what somebody thinks doesn't portray their true, authentic self.
And I feel like that takes up a lot of it. Sorry to even cut you, darling. And I feel like that even takes up as a spiritual being. Because I feel like all of us are spiritual. Just some people know how to tap in more than others, innit? But all of us are spiritual beings in general, first and foremost. And I feel like you see that core of happiness as well. Because a lot of energy consuming goes when you're trying to make people, love you or like you, and all of that. That's what I feel anyway.
And I agree.
Even moving forward, like till now, it's like there's so many people. Even like going back to saying greatness, like unfortunately, me sometimes I think about this. It's like there's so many people that we are not going to be able to see their greatness because they're never going to be able to portray the true, authentic self because they give a fuck about what people say. And whenever I think about that, I'm not gonna lie, for me, it scares me. That's why I try to really fight these demons within my own head to be like, no, I don't want to be one of them people to really keep on pushing my thing, you get me? But it's like, what do you think? Like, what do you think is that?
To answer
you know them ones? It's a little bit, I know it's a little bit complex. But
it's like you're trying to, it's like you're asking me to change somebody's thought, the way they think.
Yeah.
Now, if someone...
my question, sorry to even cut you, Abigail. My question is like, in general, like, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think is that? Why people? What do you think personally from your personal perspective? Why do you think certain people are like that in general?
I think it's because of how other people engage with how people engage basically. So if you're someone who cares about what people think, then you're always going to make sure that you look or behave 10-10. You understand? Because you don't want your name on road, you don't want a bad reputation, and you want to keep up that portrayal, don't you?
That persona.
You want that persona, that's it. So because of that, and because of the because people are going to warm to you for that kind of person. Oh, look at the latest things you've got, or look how you look, or the circles that you mix in. So therefore, people are going to gravitate towards you, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you understand? So for someone like that, it's hard to really tell them don't have that kind of mindset. Apart from telling them don't have that kind of mindset.
Yeah, it's a bit. But you know where I'm coming from, though, and it's a bit of a mind thing, isn't it?